Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah. Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah.
Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin, ar-rahmanir rahim, malik yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم، صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين.
This bridge is a physical bridge in the next life, but for lack of a better word, a spiritual bridge in this life. Anyone who wants to be successful on that bridge over the hellfire in the next life must be strong, fixed, sure, and consistent on that bridge that we beg and ask Allah at least 17 times a day to be upon. That spiritual bridge. This bridge, which is following the path of those who are righteous.
It's before the marching begins over the Sirat. Allah Ta'ala will give the believers a light. A light. And this light is the light of their faith, the light of Islam, the light of their righteousness, the light of their good works. Meaning, the more righteousness you perform, the bigger that light will be on the day of resurrection. The more good deeds that you do in this life, the bigger that life will be for you on that day when you will need this light. So it will differ from one person to another, because there are stronger than others. Some will have a light the size of a big mountain before their eyes. Others have a light even bigger than that, greater than that. Others have a light just enough to guide them to their destination. Others will have a light on the tip of their feet that will turn off and on, and they'll stand up and fall down, stand up and fall, and they'll stand up and fall down, stand up and fall, and they'll stand up and fall down, stand up and fall, and they'll stand up and fall, stand up and
So in this difficult time, in that difficult time of total darkness, the believer is in need of light. And when they are in most need of this light, upon that bridge that goes over the hellfire, wherein no light will be there, nothing but darkness. And what I'm saying is what Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah indicates. The believer is in need of light. As strong as their iman and their righteous action is in this life, their light on that bridge will be strong and clear and will be bright so that they can see their way. But if they were in this life weak, and in this life their iman was weak, and in this life their righteous actions were weak, the light on that bridge will be weak. If their iman was such that it was strong sometimes and weak at others, and weak at other times, or their righteous actions, they were consistent at some times and they left them totally at others. They prayed sometimes and sometimes they did not pray. They fasted sometimes and sometimes they did not fast. When they are in the most need of light from that bridge, their light will show brightness for them at some times and will go out on them at some time.
And at that point, whilst they're standing on that plain just before the gates of Jannah, on that plain, the people will be judged between the differences that they had between themselves. So the Muslim brother who had a problem with his other Muslim brother, this one slandered his Muslim brother, this one took the right of his Muslim brother. On that point, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will judge between them. On that point, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will judge between them.
حينما رددت يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد.
At that point, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will allow people to intercede for the people in Jahannam. And so at that point, Rasulullah will intercede for the people of Ahlul Kabair, for the people who are from the people of those who actually died, those who were put into hellfire, and they were the ones who did the major sins, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not forgive them, and so Allah punished them in the fire.
يا كريما ما لفضلك من نفادي يا سميعا يا مجيبا يا عظيما اهدني يا خالق السبع الشداد.
After all of that, of course, the angels will also intercede. Also, the shuhada, the martyrs, will also intercede for 70 people from his family and friends. And also, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will let the scholars intercede and the righteous people intercede on behalf of themselves and for their families. Also, people will intercede for their friends, and Muslims will intercede for their friends. And at that point, subhanAllah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take people out of Jahannam because of their friendship. And this is something we must remember, to actually have and strengthen our friendship. My brothers and sisters in Islam, nothing can break us up. Remember that we will be friends on that day, inshallah, by the will of Allah, if we truly believe. And so let's preserve our unity, let's preserve our friendship in this life. And so let's preserve our unity, let's preserve our friendship in this life. And so let's preserve our unity, let's preserve our friendship in this life. Thereafter, after the Muslims had interceded for their brothers, at that point, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will intercede. At that point, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, the intercessors have interceded, now there is no one left to intercede except the rahmah of Allah, the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. At that point, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take a scoop of people, and with a big scoop, He will take people out of Jannah, those people who have no khair that they have ever done, except that they died as believers. However, they were still being punished, and they were not the people who were taken out of Jahannam. A group of people will be taken out of this group and will be put on a plain which is just above the plain of this plain before the gates of Jannah. And this place is called Al-A'raf. It's a special place called the plains of Al-A'raf. And this Al-A'raf is a place where there are fruit trees, and it's like this earth, except that these people are forbidden from entering Jannah, and they're also forbidden from entering Jahannam.
وبينهما حجاب وعلى الأعراف رجال يعرفون كلا بسيماهم ونادوا أصحاب الجنة الجنة أن سلام عليكم لم يدخلوها وهم يطمعون وإذا صرفت أبصارهم تلقاء أصحاب النار قالوا ربنا لا تجعلنا مع القوم الظالمين